as in you can change any space you're in into a home. I believe that. Hola, Muthoni here, and I am so happy to be back here with another video where I'm sitting down. I don't look ratchet or weird. Thank you so much for all the love that you've been showing me on the apartment tour videos, and in line with that, I thought I would do something else that ties into that, and then technically this week will have been the home improvement week. Let's call it that. So thank you so much for coming back. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel and always coming back to watch my videos. If you are new here and you have no idea what we are about, we are cool people who love DIYs and lifestyle videos, and you can subscribe, because if you're into that kind of stuff and if you're already here, it will only take you like a minute and a quarter of a second. Now that we have all that out of the way, today I decided that I wanted to do a video. If you've already seen the title, it's some of the things that I've learned from my my apartment makeover, some of the things that I've picked up on, and I figured that this would be a nice way to just share some of the things that I've learned, because I did do a lot of this stuff myself. In some cases I did solicit the help of a fundi, but yes, I ended up doing a lot of this work myself, and it turned out great. Thank you. So I'll just get right into it, because I don't want to spend so much time over here. I have my notes down here because, you know me, I'm that person who always has their notes. So I'm giving you 6 tips. Yeah, so these are the 6 things that I learned during the period, which not unfortunately, I can't really put a timestamp on it, because the second phase started in like end of Jan, early Feb. That's when the second phase started. But I had already started doing some things way before that, like sometime early last year. So the first thing is, don't feel the need to do everything all at once. Like I said, I did mine in 3 phases, so that tells you that I didn't do everything all at once, because that can be a bit overwhelming, and also not just time consuming, but also not so pocket friendly, especially if you have to pay for a lot of stuff. So if you are interested in doing an apartment or even a home makeover, just do it in steps. You can start with like maybe the living room. You can even start room by room, or start with the walls in terms of like maybe changing the paint color, and then after that go to the decor or the furniture. If you want to change your furniture or upholster your furniture, just do it bit by bit, and then eventually everything will come together and you won't feel so overwhelmed like you've done a lot of things in one go or spent a lot of money in one go, unless that's the kind of person you are, because there are people who would like to just dedicate an entire month to doing something. If you're those people, go ahead, but don't feel the need, don't feel that pressure of, oh my god, I have to do everything in one go. You don't have to. Second thing is that it takes time and patience. Again, this ties to the first point. Like I said, this makeover has technically taken about a year, almost an entire year, a couple of months. And it's just patience, you know. Do things when you can, how you can. Then take some time off, do other things, move on with your life, come back to it, do something. So it takes time. And even the last phase, which started, let's say, early Feb, or just the beginning of the month of Feb, and ended March, like late March, almost at the end of March or beginning of April, I think, because I was still doing some tiny things here and there, because sometimes you're like, I'm going to be done in a week, and then after a while you're like, oh, I feel like I should make a couple of things here or a couple of things there, or some adjustments. So it takes time and it takes patience. Don't be in a rush to finish, okay? Don't rush yourself. The third point is, make things you can carry with you. Okay, so this one is in regards to if you are in an apartment, in a rented apartment, or a rented house like us. I've had this question posed to me a couple of times when I would share photos, where people be like, wait, do you rent? Yes, we rent this place, we don't own it. And so what I did was I made sure that most of the things that I made are things that I can carry with me, because even like when I look around, the only things that I'll leave here are possibly just the shelves, which I made with their wood in the first place, apart from the shelves in the living room, which I made using pallets. The other shelves that are in the bedroom, I used wood that was already there, which I'm coming to that point. And the paint job. Most of everything else we will carry with us when we move. So the decor pieces, the furniture, the seats, the plant pot thingies, everything we will carry with us. So think of it that way. If you don't own the space, ask yourself the question, will I live this here or will I live with it? If it's something that's completely expensive, that's going to cost you a lot of money, maybe do something that you can live with. You can live with. So wherever you move to, you can still use the same pieces to decorate or arrange your stuff and organize things. So yeah. The other thing, this is number 4. Yes, number 4. Recycle. Like I said, I used their wood for the shelves. The shelves that are made out of drawers, I got them from some houses here, like I showed in the bedroom. The cabinets, the drawers, and the beds are attached to the house. They come with the house. But if you want them removed, you can. So some people had removed theirs, and these drawers were literally just sitting in storage. So I just talked to my caretaker and I was like, hey, can I get the drawers? Can I use them for something? And he was like, okay, cool, I'll give you, first he was like, I'll give you 3. And then I wanted an extra one, so give me 4. And then I just ended up, adding them to the wall. So recycle. Try and see what things you can reuse. If it comes to jars, I have a lot of jars in the house, and most of them are from coconut oil, because we buy a lot of coconut oil in this house. When you buy honey, when you buy jam, all those jars, keep them, because then you can utilize them for storage. Just recycle stuff. It really saves you a lot of money. Then number 5, when you are making or getting things, make sure they are functional. Some things, or rather, I was lucky to have some things or make some things that were not only decorative pieces, but also served as storage. So like in the kitchen area with the jars, they look pretty, but at the same time, they store my tea. The grid, it looks nice, and at the same time, I get to hang some of my cooking thingies over there. I have some cute serving spoons and whatnot. So they're pretty, but they also serve a purpose. Same thing in the bedroom, where I have the shelf, and then I added hooks, where the shelf is not only like just for putting decorative things, I'm using it to store my jewelry. So think of it that way. Think of how you can utilize something to the maximum, and then possibly just go with that. And the last point, which is very important, is have fun with it, and don't feel the need to not change your mind. Like, don't feel weird when you change your mind along the way. You might start off and you're like, oh, I want to have this bohemian feel, and then in between you're like, I'm not feeling that anymore. I think I want something completely different. Don't be scared to change your mind. Like, we're human beings and we grow every day. What I liked yesterday is probably not what I like today. So it's okay, because at the end of the day, what you want is a home or a space where you feel so comfortable. Like for me, every time I leave the house, the one thing I look forward to is coming back home, because I know I'm coming home to a serene space. I'm coming home to home, if that makes any sense. I'm coming home to a space where I don't feel out of place. I feel very in the presence, if that makes any sense. Yeah, like look at me trying to be profound and shit. So yes, those are my tips. So if you are planning to do anything to your house or home or apartment, like you can change up anything. I believe in it, even a bed sitter, as in you can change any space you're in into a home. I believe that, because sometimes the home is not even the space, it's the character you give it, it's the spirit you instill into the space. Oh, profoundness. What? Okay, yeah, I'll stop now. I'm gonna breathe now. So yes, if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I always engage, I always respond. You can DM me, ask people who DM me. I respond. I'm not cheeky, but By the way, did you notice I have new hair? That's why I'm touching it. Like every time I have new hair, I have to touch it. Have you ever noticed? So if you have any questions, if you want to know where I got some things, like I said in my last video, I am also doing a blog post to accompany this video. So you can go to my website, my blog, which is linked below, and also it's just muthonigitau.com. Simple, I know, like so easy, and all the information is there. And I also answer questions there, like some of the questions like why I made some decisions, or I made some decisions, where I got some things if I think it's important. But if you know me well and you've been a part of this journey, you know I'm a thrifter, you know I'm about a bargain. So you might be going there expecting to hear big brands and whatnot, and I do not subscribe. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. You guys are amazing, you guys are awesome, you guys are the reason I keep doing this and I keep going, and I wake up in the morning for y'all and I look pretty for y'all. Like, I go the extra mile because y'all are that special, amazing people. And I love you for being a part of my journey and not complaining about how long this journey takes or where it takes us. That just means the world to me. I love you so much. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I have to mention that again. Like this video if you are into this kind of videos, and I will see you in my next video, whatever that will be. Bye for now.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight.